Hey guys, it's Santi. So tonight's topic, the radio topic is this. Top university in Japan. Well, tonight it's not actually radio. It's more like a TV, videos, because I have monitor. I want to show some graph and stuff, right? So tonight, please watch, okay? Well, I got one comment from a subscriber, and this person, let's say she wanna go to Japan to study for study abroad, okay? And she's wondering like which university she should go to, all right? So I want to talk about this tonight, and then also I want to talk about the reality about Japanese universities. Should you go or not? All right, I want to tell you this. All right. Anyway, if you like those stuff about Japan, please subscribe. Okay, before you watch. Okay, so let me share you a comment first, as usual. It's from Jasper. Thank you, Jasper. I don't know if it's male or female, but let's say she. So she said, "Hi Santi-san, I have a question about Japanese universities in Japan. How important is university prestige in Japan? Could you rank the most well-known universities? I'm asking this question because I want to go for a semester exchange to either Sophia University, Jochi Daigaku, or Meiji University, Meiji Daigaku, in a couple of years. Which one of these would be more prestigious? I recently found your channel and I find it very interesting. Thank you for your all good videos." Thank you, Jasper. All right, don't worry. I'm going to cover whatever you said, okay? All right, let's start. First of all, I want to show you this one. It's pyramid. Yeah. Top universities in Japan, okay? I know it's too small. You can't read. Don't worry. I'm going to explain one by one, okay? By the way, as you can see, it's pyramid. If you go higher, yeah, top university. If you go lower, university you want to go. All right, so it's ranked. In Japan, it's about 700 universities, okay, exist. However, top class university and lowest class university, you cannot even compare, seriously. Sometimes people say it's a totally waste of your money to go to those universities. Some are here too. Some say even here, wasting money. So tonight, I want to just talk about here, okay? And if you like this kind of series, I can talk more here too if you want to. But anyway, tonight's only top university, okay? All right, let's take a look one by one. So when you talk about the top university in Japan, they put them together in the same caliber, okay? So for example, let's say in America, which one is a good university? Harvard, Stanford, MIT, right? So you put them together and then make a new name. Let's say Harvard, Stanford, MIT. So just pick up the first letter and the last letter from the Stanford. So Hanford, like this. So Hanford describes Stanford, MIT, Stanford, like this, you know what I mean? So Japanese people like that kind of stuff. So they make some phrase describe the top university. This one describes the top university, which says Tokyo Ikko. Right? So Tokyo Ikko describes top university, 4 of them. One, Tokyo University. Next one, Kyoto University. Third one is Hitotsubashi University. And last one is Tokyo Kogyo Daigaku, Institute of Technology in Tokyo, I think. Like MIT. All right. So these are 4 top, the top universities, okay? By the way, of course, it depends on a department, right? The major you're taking, right? Sometimes medical, school of medicine, far more difficult than some other, studying about sports, whatever. No offense. So it depends on a department, whatever you study, right? So sometimes their university is not that belong to this caliber, but far better than other universities. It happens a lot in this country, right? So I don't really talk about it, but in general idea, like when you said that, let's say, "Hi, my husband went to Tokyo University," we think, haha, whatever the major, he's smart. That kind of image, right? In fact, he must be, because to get into this university, super smart, to be honest, super smart, right? Like Harvard kids, same. By the way, this is Tokyo University. Yeah. Many incidents happened before. Anyway, I'll talk someday. All right. So next one. And by the way, who go to those universities? You know what the job they're going to take? Government officials. But top class, highest, they're going to be a government officials. all right? Or like a bureaucracy, you know, they're gonna be. So they're gonna be a center in Japan. And if they cannot be those government officials, they have to go to maybe lawyer or whatever other stuff. And if they're not that smart to be a lawyer, they just take a job at the Sony or no offense, but other companies, right? Like other kids, you know, that's the mentality. It's funny, isn't it? But because when I was in America, my university is SUNY Buffalo, so it's okay university. No offense to people, but like in America, as far as I hear and I see, the smart kids, they don't really get a job at the government officials, you know. They do own business. That's the mentality of smart kids. I met many kids. I went to USC, University of South California, because my fraternity has a branch, whatever. And then I met those kids too. UCLA I went, and also other New York City, New York University. Anyway, and in Boston, Harvard, I went. Anyway, I went everywhere to see many people, right? But if they get smarter, they do own business. That's the mentality I observed. And in fact, I felt in America. And if they cannot start own business, they just get a job at whatever the name of company. Of course, by the way, to get a job at Google or Goldman Sachs is a different story. But you know what I mean? But anyway, I think it's opposite. In Japan, if you are smarter, you become a governor, a government official. You know, that's a mentality. All right, so let's proceed. Next one is this, very famous, Kyuteidai. Yeah, Kyuteidai. So Japan is long, right? Like vertically long. And then locally, there's some good universities where the government, the Japanese government, invested in a long time ago, right? So those universities have a kind of longer history than other brand new universities, okay? Therefore, relatively, they have a higher, how do you call? Shit. It's competitive to get in, and also reputation, that's the word, reputation. Higher reputation, and also competitive to get in, right? In fact, they're very smart kids too. Oh, by the way, do you know how we judge or measure those universities, smart or not? Standard deviation, I don't know. Standard deviation score. That's what we use. I think in Japanese it says, なんだっけ、施設表じゃなくて、I forgot in Japanese, shit. But anyway, there is standard deviation. So some kids, some university is difficult to get in, right? So they got the rank like 70, right? 偏差値だ. Yeah. And then if some kids are not good at study, they can get into easier. So they get 50, like this, no? So this standard deviation score just describe the universities is good or not, right? In general, right? So they are smart university too, all right? Let's take a look. Hokkaido University, Tohoku University, Tokyo University. Yes, it belongs here as well. So Tokyo University is Kyuteidai as well. That's why it belongs here. And then Nagoya University, Osaka University, Kyoto University. Again, like the last page, they will belong to Tokyo Ikko, but same time here, they belong to, right? And Kyushu University. So those universities are well known locally and then in nation. So everyone know that, Kyuteidai, you must be smart. Instantly, okay? Yeah. And by the way, I'm from here, Nagoya. So my friend went to Nagoya University. Oh man, she was smart. Very smart. Anyway, next one. By the way, this is a Kyoto University. Kyoto. Alright. Oops. We found you. Yeah. So next one is Soke Jochi. Alright. So now finally we find private university. So whatever we're talking till now, it's everything. It's public university. So in this country, the public universities is the top university, and private university is not top universities. Still, Soke Jochi is very difficult, competitive to get in. Very difficult. Especially like a KO. Very difficult. Yeah. What's it? Okay. So Soke Jochi. So Waseda. Yeah. And next one KO. Last Jochi. So the Jasper. Yeah. Jasper was wondering, should I go to Jochi or Meiji? There's an answer. Jochi is more prestigious, better school. In general, by the way, okay, again, it depends on the major, it depends on department, whatever. All right, depending on study you do. Sometimes some university have no idea far better than Jochi, but in general, kids from Jochi are smarter than Meiji. All right, higher score, I should say. All right, and those universities are private university. That's why they put them together like this. You know, so it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that the previous one, Kyutei, you know, some studies is better than some studies in here better than this. All right, so please don't get me wrong, okay? But anyway, they put them together like this and just name, okay? Kyutei public school and Soke Jochi top private school. All right, that's how it is. And by the way, Jochi is this. It's your university, Jochi. And this is a Catholic university. So if you believe in Jesus Christ, please go. Yes. And Keio University, it's smart, all right? Okay, difference about Waseda and Keio, both prestigious. Very difficult to get in. Very difficult, competitive. However, you need money to get into Keio. That's how I think. You need the money, you need a legacy. It's like a Harvard for me. For me, this is just like a Harvard or Stanford. This one, it's not like Stanford. No offense. But still both very smart kid though, yeah. And somehow, this is totally my personal opinion, okay? The college girls from here, Keio, is more beautiful than Waseda. No offense, but if you're Japanese, you understand what I'm talking about, right? Please, come on, don't lie. Come on, man. Come on, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, beautiful girls. The ranking maybe Keio, next Jochi, and lastly Waseda. Yeah, and then I have no image about beautiful girls or good-looking guys from those universities. For me, those are everyone are geeky boys, geeky girls. Otherwise, you cannot get in. Seriously, it's difficult to get in here. You have to study all the time. All right. Yeah, that's why Keio boy, you know, they're so famous. So famous. You know, if they're good looking, smart, and they have money. Seriously. I envy them. I lied. No, I don't. All right. Therefore, Jasper, if you are wondering Meiji or Jochi, go to Jochi. Yeah, you'll like it. All right, next one, the reality in Japan, okay? Last slide, so please enjoy. So I'm going to talk about some reality in Japan, all right, about the university. So first one is this. Top university charge less. It's very interesting, you know, when you go to America, or not America, the tuition for my university, Buffalo University, I don't know, but it was expensive. It was expensive. In 1 year, it's about at least 20,000 or 30,000 dollar. Yeah, please check after this. I forgot, but it's expensive, all right? And it still now keep growing, right? Therefore, if you want to go to a top university like Harvard, you know, and they're private university, right? They charge really ridiculous amount of money, right? In America. However, in Japan, top university, usually very cheap. Very cheap. If you want to go to Tokyo University, I heard that the 4 years, you just spend $20,000. 4 years, $20,000. Isn't it crazy? Very cheap. However, if you go to the F rank, you know, the really bad. Did you say F rank university? Okay, F rank university is this one. All right, this one. All right, the university no one wanna go. If you go to those university, people make fun of you. I know, you know, you should have pride, whatever, you know, seriously. But if you go to F rank university, people wonder, why did you go? That kind of thing, seriously. In this country, there are over 700 universities, right, exist. And then some universities are totally useless. No offense, but it's fact, right? They want to go there because they want to have a degree on their resume. That's all. That's the only reason they go. However, companies are not dumb. They do research. They know the people. And then they learn. They know that kids learn nothing from there. You know, that's happening. But as a parents, I want my kid have a degree. But I have money, so let's solve it. You know, that's happening. Therefore, if you want to go top university, you don't pay much. However, towards to this F rank university, F like food, F ranking university, okay? F rank university, you have to pay a lot. Okay, that's the reality. All right, sort of this. All right, next one. Academic background stick with your life forever. People say that in Japan sometimes. You know what? University name, it matters when you get a first job. After that, whatever you did in a career, it matters more. You know, how much you sell, do sales, or what kind of marketing skill you have, or professionals, or like your proficiency, whatever. You know, that matters most than, academic, background. In a way, it's true. You know, in the end, no one cares about your university name, If you can sell stuff, they hire you. If you can save the cost, they hire you, right? It's very simple in a business field. However, in those situations, it matters a lot. For example, first one, when you marry, that's a lot, man, seriously. If you sign up on a blind date or app, whatever, people check the box, like have a degree or not. High school degree, university degree, master degree, postgrad, you know what I mean? A doctor degree, whatever. The checklist, right? And then it's a big difference. I'm not joking. Seriously, if you just say, I just graduated high school or university, that sounds so different for me, at least. It's different. And what you expect, your assumption, are way different. So even though the university I have no idea, sometimes the name of university is far better. Very important to get a job or to get married, because the other person definitely care about this. Next one, this kind of tough. Look at this. When you apply for a job, as you know, everyone have access for internet. We can see that everything, whatever the vacancies in companies, right? Let's say there's a vacancy for, let's say, Sony or Panasonic. Good payment. They pay much from the beginning. Wow, I want to apply a job. However, I don't have a good degree. But you know what? Who cares? Let's apply. So nowadays, the companies receive tons of applications from kids, and therefore, what they do, they have to filter by name of universities. As I just showed you, these names, right? Only Kyuteidai, only Tokyo Ikko, like this. So you just take the button, and if you're not from those universities, your resume won't be even seen by those HR people. Seriously, it's gone somewhere. Deleted. It happens a lot. Yeah. So if you can choose major Jochi, I don't know which is good, whatever, but take a Jochi then. Yeah, better, for in case. If I have the advice. But in the end, it's your life, so please decide, right? Last one is very tough. When you want to promote in a company, this is truth, okay? I'm not bullshit here in this channel, but I want to tell you the truth. In this country, in this company, most of Japanese companies, especially the big ass companies, right? Like big corporations, right? They definitely care about your background, educational background. Their top, let's say, executives or vice president level, those managerial level executive and CEO, president, candidates for those spots must be from those universities. Those of them, yeah. Or here, not here, yeah. You know why? Because it's very natural. Just imagine this. If you, let's say you just graduate from high school, have no idea about study, and the people who just graduate from Tokyo University compete in the same company, right? Even though you sell a lot, they are kind of smarter than you. That's why they can have a degree, right? Of course, again, I have to be careful, right? There's a life smart, book smart, whatever, yes. So sometimes people have no degree can do a better job, yes, true. But overall, come on, we gotta admit this. Overall, if we can get into the better university, they do a better job. That's the truth, I think. Therefore, in the end, the people got a better university degree, they have a higher ranking position, right? And let's say I'm from Tokyo University and I'm president. Who should be my successor? Like next president? Oh, the Tanaka-san. I think you are like 2 years younger than me, right? In Tokyo University. Yes. You're from same university. Yes. So why don't you be like this? You know what I mean? And when Tanaka-san picks someone for the candidate for the future executives, how he choose? Well, my boss, Santi-san, is from Tokyo University, and also I'm from Tokyo University too. So I think not to Waseda, not to Keio, come on. We are not public. We are public school, you know, at least Kyutei or Tokyo University, there you go. Like this. It's preference. You know, at least the name of university assures a certain level of capability, right? That's why it's kind of natural. It happens, you know, when you promote better university is better chance, more chance. You know what I mean? So if you have a chance to get into those universities, get it in. Seriously. Yeah. There's no reason to, you know, like reject those universities. Seriously, get in. All right. That's why when you promote in a company, it matters. However, if it's a small corporations, like a mid-sized corporation, it doesn't matter at all, okay? Seriously. People who can sell more bananas can get more money and jobs, right? And lastly, if you think to get a job locally, F rank isn't bad, right? Well, I just said that F ranking is lowest rank, right? It's really bad university to get into, right? I just said that. And it costs you, seriously. In this country, top school pay less, and in a lower school, I mean, not good universities, you have to pay a lot to get in, and then also to get a certificate, right, degree. Therefore, people think that make fun of this F rank university. However, those F rank university usually in local, like countryside, like Tochigi, Hokkaido, or Chugoku-shiho, or anyway, they're everywhere, right? And usually, those universities have a strong network locally. So if you want to get a job locally, it could be good. You know, one out of some people, like there's a spot for local companies. For example, like a company named Santi, locally locate at Hokkaido. Let's say Hokkaido. Okay, it's far away. However, and there's some F rank university, not a good university, right? However, I always hire someone from each F rank university. So I give a spot from each university because I know the president of the university, so we get along each other. That's why I secured one spot for each university, like this. Therefore, if you know that specifically that I want to get into that company, in that job, you know what I mean, locally, sometimes it's good to have, it's good to try to get to the opportunity in the vacuum position, okay, of the universities. Do you understand this? Sorry, oh my English, fuck. Anyway, so its secure position is, you know, allocated each universities, even the F rank universities, sometimes, right? So if you want to get a job locally, it could be good, right? However, if you want to get a job in Tokyo, you gotta go to university in Tokyo first of all. Don't go to somewhere outside. Don't go because people don't know, and people don't know if you are good or bad, unless you coded it and then made a great application or whatever, and tangible things. You know what I mean? If you have done outstanding, I don't know, stuff besides study, then people understand your capability, right? Other than that, they only know your academic background. That's it. So if you want to get a job in Tokyo, come to Tokyo for study. That's very important. And if you can get a better university, get it in. Seriously, get it in. And it's cheaper. So, good thing, right? That's it. What do you think, Jasper? Let me know what you think about this, right? Comments. Anyway, if you like it, subscribe. See you tomorrow. Bye.